funds from the counties, because you look at the new dispensation we have. This is the 14th year, you would say, or 13th, or maybe the 12th financial year, however we look at it, since we devolved these functions. And it was opined that functions will be followed by resources.
Exactly.
Some counties had to start from scratch because they did not have even the administrative, structure. So they did all the setup, and they have been growing on and on and on. Allocation has been coming. We say they'll be getting at least 15% from the national government, or 35%. Whatever. The argument keeps on shifting. But the truth of the matter is that these counties have been growing. They have grown their own source revenue. Nairobi prides itself today on collecting around 13.8 billion. In the last financial year, between then and now, they have grown by almost $1 billion. Kiambu, you mentioned the governor, they have doubled since 2023 to now, from 2.8 to around 5.4 billion. You can go to Mombasa, they have gone up by around almost 900 billion, thereabout. No, 900 million. But when you look at the value for money, the expected value from all these resources, would you feel comfortable saying that indeed the people of Mombasa, Kiambu, Nairobi, Meru, Mandera are getting value for, one, their own on-source revenue? We have not even factored in the money they get from the national government. What will it take for people from Mandera to stop going to the dry rivers, scrap sand, looking for clean water? And yet, like this financial year, Mandera is going to receive 12.59 billion shillings. Last year, the financial year, they received 12.7 billion shillings. When will we match outcome with the resources that we dispense?
When we can hold our lenders accountable for the resources we give them. That is when we will match. And unfortunately, we are just not able to do that. In fact, I think even in devolving these resources was a mistake. Money should have only been directed at development only, so that the recurrent expenditure, the counties take care of it themselves. You see, if you look at the own county council, the salaries were different. For example, if you are in Meru, in Nyeri, in Kiambu, you used to earn more money than Isiolo, than Mandera, than other areas, because you are paying with your own resources, with your own money. Other people's money will be misused. That is just how it is. It's a natural thing. So what is happening here, this money being pushed, is not helping anyone because it's considered under other people's money. Okay? So what we should have done was strictly limit resources going to any county, whether it's in Nairobi, whether it's Kiambu, to development only. You go and identify an hospital or around, we come and build it. If you want to employ now people, your brothers and your sisters, employ them, but you pay them with your own source resources. So all this money is going to recurrent. It's going to troubling. If you look at the reports of the controller on budget, 17 billion this year has been used in troubling only. So we are enriching airlines, other people's hotels, because for you to get the per diem, you must leave Kenya to get that money. So in fact, we need to pass a law where you calculate the per diem for 5 years after we elect you, then we pay you. We give you we assume you have traveled, we pay you the money. We save on the money you are going to put in hotels. We save on air tickets. Do you understand that? Right. The same thing we may have to do also with the corruption. Because look, at time they import contaminated mafuta for some billions. So first they use our money to poison us. We can have a law where they can just take the money without poisoning us. You see, because this thing is
a better trade.
Yes, a trade. You see, what you do is the way we can protect ourselves from these people. So there is nothing that is going to change until the citizens are able to own these people to account at the ballot. Because that's the only place where you can really own them to account. You reject them uniformly at the ballot. Okay? That is the only place where this thing can work. It has worked. We have an example. This thing has worked in the Kikuyu region of the Mount Kenya. Okay? Not the other side. But in the Kikuyu region, it has worked. At one time, when I was a commissioner, I was talking to women in Nyeri. You go to a church, it's nicely, neatly built. You go to CNDF office, you can't compare with anything on the other side. And then I asked them, well, how do you people do your thing? You know, they said, they told me, Malim, when the money comes from Nairobi to here, is our money. We now supervise it. Until the other Kenyans learn how to supervise this money. And then when the fellow refused to be supervised, they remove him.